Okay, here we are at intervals. I love intervals. They will change your life. You're going to figure out why you're going to sight sing better, you're going to sight read music better, you're going to understand what you're playing better, you're going to understand key signatures well. It's just intervals are amazing. And it's such a simple concept too. So intervals is just the relationship between two notes. So intervals, they're going to have a general name and specific name. We are just worrying about the general name right now. So here's how to find the general. So it's going to be just a normal ordinary number like a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, so on and so forth. So we're going to find a general name and we're going to count. So we call the bottom note is going to be 1. And we're going to count the lines and spaces to the top note. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is called a sixth. That is it. That's how you find a general interval. Period. That's it. Count both the top and bottom notes. Let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 notes in between. It's a seventh. Let's look at this next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10th. That's a pretty big one. You won't see those that often, but they do exist. Next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An eighth. Now this is one that has another name, also called an octave, because take a look at this. This is on the E line. This is on the E space. Both of these are E. So that's an octave. Now I know one's E flat, one's E natural. We'll worry about that later when we get to specific intervals. Now, here's the weird thing about notes that are seconds. You're not going to write them like snowmen. They're not snowmen stacked on top of each other because that's messy and icky. We don't like that. So when you have notes that are seconds, you write them next to each other. So here's 1, 2 seconds. If you notice how I was counting these, I was going back and forth, side to side, but when I went online in spaces, same concept here. Second. So, you can take a look at this. We're on treble and bass clef here. We're going to write letter names for the top and bottom notes, then write the interval's general name. So let's do the top note. Top note's middle line, every good boy, B. We're on treble clef. Always check the clef. Bottom note, facing the space, F. Top note, there's every good boy does fine on the line, fine is on the line, and then one up is G. Bottom note, F-A-C-E, E. Then we have F, G, A, B, and C, F-A-C. Then we have G. Oh, look, G clef. Remember that line's G. We know that's G. And then down here, E, D, C, B. All right, let's figure out the interval names. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a fourth. 1, 2, 3. That's a third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a seventh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a sixth. Now, bass clef. Remember, all cows eat grass. Top one's G, bottom one's C, all cows. Oh, look, that's still C there. And then G, F, E, D, C, also C. Here's a little trick. If they're both the same note name, it's going to be an octave or an eighth. So we can already tell that without even having to count. All right, let's look at this. Here's A, B, C, D, E. And then gummy bears don't, D. And then finally we have G, F, E, and then one below that is D. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo, that's a ninth. Biggest one on here so far. Is this one bigger? Absolutely not. That is tiny. 1, 2. It's a second. Those are generic intervals. And that's it. Pretty simple.